Tonight is the night of an evening with Yeti and other animals. We're here at the Poetry Cafe and it's going to be a great night with me, Yeti, John Smallshaw, Gary Groves and Wilfredo. Let's just see what's going on. It's happening all down here. Yay! This is a little relationship piece. It's called A Learning Experience. According to you, dear, our relationship wasn't a mistake. It was a learning experience. I understand now. You were misunderstood. What's more, neither were you an egotistical misogynist. You were an enthusiast of modern sexual attitudes. You didn't have affairs behind my back. You proactively sought out a relationship comparison. I see now. You were misunderstood. When you left me heartbroken and ran off with one of your mistresses, in actual fact, you liberated me from my emotional constraints. And apparently you weren't a compulsive gambler, but flaunted chance in a competitive environment. You were misunderstood. So that's my learning experience. I should have realised, should have seen that really you weren't an alcoholic, a wife beater, but an excessive imbiber of the grape. A strict marital disciplinarian. You didn't defraud that old lady, but manipulated her perception of the give-take role in society. You were misunderstood. Not a lazy person at all, simply differently motivated from the rest of us. You didn't kick my cat, you had negative feline impact. Perhaps I should have done the same to you. Still, I don't hate you for it, I merely have adverse emotional realism. And I feel it intensely. You say I misunderstood, perhaps, but forgive me. I look at it this way, you truly were the biggest learning experience of my life. This one's called The True Light. It's one of the first poems I wrote. I promise you sincerely, I promise you tonight, I'm a totally changed person, that I have seen the light. I'm reformed, repaired, inspired, neither trouble nor a strife. Beg of you, my darling, come and stabilise my life. Take the shackles off my past year, let me show you the real me. I've stopped flirting with the milkman, discount yogurts, 50p. I'll never bed the paperboy, neither butcher nor the baker, nor snog the vicar's wife again. For you, I did mistake her. I haven't got my glasses on, I know that's no excuse, but let's get back together, let us stop this mild abuse. So, can we be friends who just cuddle? Can we be friends who just kiss? Can we be friends who go further and share a mutual bliss? I've changed, I've changed, I've changed, I have, I'll make you see I'm right. I'm a totally changed person, and I've truly seen the light. Thank you very much. I'd like to introduce our first guest of the evening, John Smallshaw. He's the star of Radio 4, and well, I'm sure he'll tell you more.
I'm practising to be shy in the corner.
John.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you came this evening. We all like animals. Anybody got any dogs? No. Anybody got any cats? Yes. I hate cats. The noise that they make when they're out looking for a date. And it's always bleeding late when they get that urge to go out and merge. And I've forgotten the rest of it. Nervous. And they purr, I swear, they do. And they're always following you. And they itch and they scratch. And as I haven't got a cat flap, I've got to leave the back door on the latch. They give me the pip, the way they snuggle up to that catnip. I might pull over, looks like it's been pulled over the coals. Why don't the cats use catching poles? Cat scratching poles, I get that right. I should have got a dog. Or even better, a slimy green frog. Couldn't be any worse. Owning a cat can be such a cat curse. But don't worry, this has all been a joke. I'm just blowing smoke. Samantha, my Persian blue, is a friend good and true. I love her to pieces, I wouldn't swap her for gold. And when you're getting old, a cat can be such a comfort. That's that one. That's the first time I've tried to remember that. And it works almost. Anyway, we'll go on to some... Does anyone have an aquarium? Oh. Thank God for that. The Egyptian plover was sat in the sun, eating the leeches of a crocodile's tongue. He flew off into the air, outspread wingtips, opened his lips and spat out the pips. The crocodile swam off somewhere midstream, settled himself down to sleep and to dream. Meanwhile, Gnu's doing what Gnus usually do, arrived at the stream with a whole balloon. The croc woke up from his dream and in his eyes was a gleam. He realised that the Gnus needed to cross, and what would be his gain would be the Gnus' loss. I'll get there. The Gnu started to splash, the croc started to dash, and he grabbed one or two of the Gnus, totally deaf to their cries, and took them down to the deep to meet their demise. So, if Gnus start to splash and crocs start to dash, there is only ever one winner, and the loser becomes dinner.
Hello.
Hello.
I read my horoscope in the paper today and it said you're going to stand on a stage and be poetic and everybody's going to laugh. Unfortunately that was Aries and I'm a Taurus. I haven't written anything for animals tonight, but I have got one about nature because I do like being in nature. I'm off to Glastonbury next week. I'm a Taurus, I'm a bull, I belong in a field. This is my ode to trees. Trees, trees. I love trees. They're the dog's bollocks. They're the bee's knees. They're fab. They're great. They're really, really good. They've got leaves and branches. They're made of wood. From tiny acorns grow mighty oaks. Birds really like 'em, and so do blokes. Deciduous grow leaves, coniferous grow needles. A bit like in Liverpool, they're home to the Beatles. Ants march on 'em. Wasps nest in 'em, thrushes perch in 'em, owls rest in 'em, tree creepers creep in 'em, woodlarks lark in 'em, woodpeckers peck 'em, wood stretters stret 'em. Fungus will grow on 'em, and lichen and moss. Some people chop 'em down 'cause they just don't give a toss. Being in nature helps you to be free. Once, when on mushrooms, I became a tree. If I had to choose a favourite, beach would be mine. Beautiful, sensuous, lithe limbs that entwine. Sit beneath the tree, tune into its aura. Feel the vibrations of nature's flora. Go hug a tree, embrace branches. Kiss conkers, stroke bark, lick leaves, fondle nuts. Go bonkers.
When I was asked to write something for tonight, I was thinking, well, you're writing about animals, particularly in this environment, it's possibly you could be too maudlin, or possibly you could be too sentimental. So I decided to write it from the point of view of an animal in the shelter, waiting to be rehomed. So anyway, I hope you like it. It's called A Perfect Match. I knew it the minute I saw you. You come for me, am I right? Am I right? My neighbour, Stanley the Spaniel, always says they've come for him, of course. But he's wrong. He's obviously wrong. It's definitely me they're here for. That said, I'm very fussy. They'll have to impress me before I go home with them. So let's get a proper look. There's 3 of them. A young couple and a baby. Nice. Babies are bad for ears, but I've learned to muffle them with my paws whilst I sleep. That said, no one here would bat an eyelid at a dog wearing earplugs. It's a fashion thing. Anyway, when it comes to families, I'm an expert. Oh, I've met plenty of babies before. Yeah, she looks nice. I'm not sure about that cardigan there. Pale lime and vivid tangerine. Nasty. But matches her eyes. I'm joking. Still, I can always give the knitwear a nibble and blame it on baby. The man looks friendly enough. I could definitely work on him for extra treats. He has a forgiving smile, an aura of doggy chews and a marrowbone smell about him. Sure, those sideburns need some work and that's almost a comb over. But let me at him with a pair of scissors and I'll manage a decent makeover. So, anyway, they look alright, that family. I've got a very good feeling about this. You look alright. Hello, can you hear me? I said, you'll do, come and get me. I'm trying to tell them, but they're distracted. Humans, sometimes. No, Stanley, don't bark at them. I told you these ones aren't here for you, they're for me. He'll get his turn, but these ones are definitely mine. I've chosen them. I've had a good look, and except for one or two things, they even meet my high standards. I'm pretty sure I could get them house trained eventually. I have a way with them. When people come in, I know instantly who they're best for. I'm psychic. Me? It's quite an exact science. Humans aren't that good at it, but I am. It's my job. I'm nearest to the door, see. I get a first look at every family that comes in. The dogs get very excited. The cats pretend not to care, but really they do. They fool no one. I completely agree with the idea that owners look like their pets, only less cute. That couple who came in the other day, the wife practically looked like a poodle. It didn't take me long to work out a perfect fluffy-haired match. That guy yesterday used to be in the army and now works as a nightclub bouncer. In person, he had the demeanour of a Labrador, but was blessed with the face of a bulldog. In the end, he went home with one of each. I'm good, I tell you. Anyway, after all this time helping out others, today it looks like it's finally my turn. Here they are. They were looking at that tabby cat, but I knew they were dog people, really. Yes, you've seen me, right? Yes, I am sweet. How observant are you? It had to happen. I've been practicing my very best good dog expression, barking appealingly at the mirror and waggling my whiskers in a way they just can't resist. Yep, made my selection. Bad cardigan or no cardigan. My mind is made up. I have my bags packed and ready. They'll be wrapped around my furry paws in minutes. You just see if they're not. I have the power to melt the coldest hearts around, so I do. Come on, get signing on the dotted line. You must know we're the perfect match. They're doing it! They're really going to take me. Oh boy, just me and them and... Oh, for goodness sakes, they only want Stanley too, don't they? Oh, really? I mean, he's going to be unbearable! Smug too. No, I did not see that coming. Humans, eh? What are they like? Animals.